This is Judith, chapter 10. Judith goes to the camp of Holofernes. Thus Judith called on the God of Israel. And when she had finished praying, she rose from where she lay, summoned her attendant, and went down into the rooms which she used on Sabbath days and feasts. There she removed the sackcloth she was wearing, and taking off her widow's dress, she washed all over, anointed herself with costly perfumes, dressed her hair, wrapped a turban around it, put on a dress that she used to wear on joyful occasions when her husband Manseiah was alive. She put sandals on her feet, necklaces, bracelets, rings, earrings, all the jewelry, made herself beautiful enough to catch the eye of every man who saw her. Then she handed her attendant a skin of wine and a flask of oil, filled a bag with barley girdle cakes of dried fruit, pure loaves, and wrapping all these provisions up, gave them to her as well. And they went out, making for the town gate of Bethulia. There they found Uzziah waiting with the two elders of the town, Chabris and Charmis. When they saw Judith, her face so changed and her clothes so different, they were lost in admiration of her beauty, and they said to her, "May the God of our ancestors keep you in his favor. May he grant your purposes fulfillment to the glory of the sons of Israel, to the greater glory of Jerusalem." Judith worshipped God. And then she said, "Have the town gate open for me so that I can go out and make all your wishes come true." They did as she asked, and gave orders to the young men to open the gate for her, and this was done. Judith went out, accompanied with her maid, while the men of the town watched her all the way down the mountain and across the valley until they lost sight of her. As the women were making straight through the valley, an advanced unit of Assyrians intercepted them, seizing Judith, began to question her. "Which side are you on? Where do you come from? Where are you going?" "I am the daughter of the Hebrews," she replied. "I am fleeing from them since they will soon be your prey. I am on my way to see Holofernes, the general of your army, to give him trustworthy information. I will show him the road to take if he wants to capture all the highlands without losing one man or life." As the man listened to what she was saying, they stared in astonishment at the sight of such a beautiful woman. "And it will prove the saying of you," they said to her, "coming down to see our master of your own accord. You had better go to his tent. Some of our men will escort you and hand you over to him. Once you are in his presence, don't be afraid. Tell him what you just told us, and you will be well treated." And then they detailed 100 of men, an escort for herself and her attendant, and led these to the tent of Holofernes. News of her coming had already spread through the tents, and there was a general stir in the camp. She was still outside the tent of Holofernes, waiting to be announced, when a crowd began forming against her. They were immensely impressed by her beauty, impressed by the Israelites because of her. "Who could despise a people having women like this?" they kept saying. "Better not leave one man of them alive, lest any go, and they would twist the whole world round their fingers." Then the bodyguard of the adjutants of Holofernes came out and led Judith into the tent, and Holofernes was resting on his bed under a canopy of purple, gold, studded emeralds, precious stones. The men announced her, and he came out to the open part of the tent with silver torches carried before him. When Judith confronted the generals and his adjutant, the beauty of her face astonished them all, and she fell on her face and did homage to him, but his servants raised her up from the ground.